Did you guys hear that rumor that Injustice 3 might be Marvel versus DC
I did actually, yeah.
as a fighting game? What would you think of that?
Um, that could add more fuel to the fire.
Do you not think that would be like, it's like, yeah, actually, we've all been kind of waiting for this.
Oh yeah, but it will add
Well,
more fuel to the fire
I
because
think.
you're
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's just I do genuinely think that Marvel has probably the more interesting characters when it comes to individual abilities and like how they look and so for a fighting game I think Marvel's is more exciting to have because I never liked the Injustice games, so I don't know, the characters for me, um I like them on a storytelling level, but I don't particularly like to play as them necessarily.
traitor.
Go on, Eric. Kick his ass. Kick his ass with your
No, I
point.
do. I just think the Marvel
point,
characters
Bruin.
are more flashy in a way.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I just think they work.
How could you
better
get
on
more
the gameplay.
flashy than the Flash, Adam? Come on. What
Well,
the
that's
fuck
the
are you
thing,
talking
right?
about?
It's like
It's in his name.
it's like one of DC's like top characters. Like you can't really do it without the Flash, right? But you
Right.
could do
No, you
You
can't.
could do a Marvel one without the what's Marvel's equivalent, the Speedster or some shit like that. I don't
The
know.
Quicksilver?
Right? Okay, you could leave him out.
You would leave him out.
You would leave
Yeah.
him out because
Yeah, 100% you would.
functionally as a character in a fighting game, fucking sucks. Whereas
No,
you
but and
cannot leave the
yeah.
Flash out. And it's like so. The Marvel equivalent in terms of hierarchy of the Flash? What would that be? Probably something like fucking Thor or something, right? In terms of importance.
Sure.
And it's like, well, that's obviously a better character to play as in a
Thor?
fighting game.
Yeah, I get you. He's
Yeah.
going to have more movesets. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like I find a lot of the DC characters are interesting on a story level, but to actually play as them, they kind of suck.
Eric, what would you think about a Marvel versus DC game while we're here?
I think it'd be pretty cool. It'd be interesting to see what they would do with it, and then it'd be interesting to see, yeah, like on a story basis, why are they fighting?
Sure, yeah.
What are they fighting over, and who's the main villain? And then when it comes to like, this is probably where I would agree with Adam on the adding fuel to fire. It's like if you have Batman versus Iron Man, it's like who actually would win in a story concept? Because
Right,
if Iron Man
Thanos
beats
versus Darkseid.
I mean, Darkseid would win. There's actually there's no debate there.
It depends. If Thanos has the gauntlet, he'd probably whoop Darkseid's ass.
Yeah, but then in that case, if you're giving Thanos his most powerful weapon, then Darkseid would have his most powerful weapon, which is the anti-life.
Give him the
equation.
anti-life equation. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that doesn't work, right? You have to have them both fighting each other without any of their allies. Just them.
Okay. Yeah.
Then Darkseid would just win.
Wouldn't it kind of just look like you're
kinda
playing
biased.
as the same character with a different skin?
See, this is what I think as well, though. I imagine that if you were to make this game, you actually have to think about the functionality of a character as a fighter in your game more, like, as well as balancing which characters should be in it. So, like, for example, you were saying there earlier, and in this case, it's pretty easy, but it's like the Flash has to go in there. So no Speedster from Marvel is getting in this game because we have a Speedster. Right?
Okay.
The Hulk is going in there.
Right.
We don't need Doomsday. We've got the Hulk. Like, their moveset would be too similar. So we don't need Doomsday. In that sense, you're kind of...
Fuck me, that's really eliminating a bunch of characters.
Yeah, but well, no, but you'd say that, but like you would have to, because how many fucking characters would you put in this? And then would it be just heroes, or would you have heroes and villains? Like, the roster is huge. Like, how would you
it is, yeah.
like, would you do one hero and one villain from each main property? How the fuck would you balance it? Like,
Well,
you would
Iron Man
absolutely-
doesn't have good villains, so no.
You would absolutely have the Justice League as priority, and then you would have the Avengers as
Avengers.
priority.
and then
But like,
yeah, but so what about the X-Men though? Like, which one of them do you put in? And the Fantastic Four, like.
well, the Fantastic
so
Four is fine.
fucking-
You can have all four of them. That's okay.
all four of them.
All
Like,
four of them.
most
Yeah.
fighting games rosters start off with something between 24 to 30 characters.
Right.
You'll fill that really fast.
Well, actually, what they could do, right, is with
Maybe we should have
people-
50 characters. Either
with
side.
people-
I
just
thought
all
there
of
would
them.
have to be.
Just all of them. Just put them all in. It's fine. No, what they could do
All of them.
is, you know, in Injustice 2, they
Yeah.
have like you could play as Flash, but there's also a costume where he plays Reverse Flash, or there's Captain Cold,
You
but
change
then
the
also
skin. Yeah.
Mr. Freeze. So it's like
Same movesets, different. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the Hulk and the Thing would actually just be really similar. So you just change the Hulk into the Thing. You have a different voice actor for obviously the Thing and different lines recorded, but it's still going to be the same moveset.
So would it be a thing like, could you go all Tekken style where it's like if you push X, you've actually selected this character,
So
and
it's
if you push
Kuma
circle,
Panda kind of.
yeah, that kind of thing where it's like you can actually swap out the skin. Essentially, you're playing as the character you like, but they have the same moveset. And so in that case, maybe Doomsday is in there. The Hulk, Doomsday, the Thing, and some other big brute.
Solomon Grundy.
They're the same moveset.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I could see Hulk and Abomination being two different options, but I think the Thing could probably have a different moveset than Hulk.
No, but that's just
yeah, but you gotta like it's just an example. You gotta try and cut. You can't have every character in there. You just can't.
No, you
can't be done.
You can't. Sure, there's a new character every day, isn't there?
This is it, like, and at this point as well, certain characters have become popular. It's like maybe at one point, Black Panther might not have been a definite has to be in there, but now it's like you gotta put Black Panther in there, like
yeah. But I mean, like,
you know what I mean?
Even if you did it like Slade, Wilson, and Wilson Slade, but they'd have to be the same. Like, you just press X for Deathstroke and circle for Deadpool. Like,
but why? They've got different abilities. Deadpool has a healing factor.
They're the same fucking character.
They're not the same character.
Sorry, Deathstroke's better, but
you're just trying to anger people.
Yeah,
no one
people like you is
by that. About 0% of our audience even know what you're talking about.
But they're like, while Deadpool may have healing factor, you're not really going to implement that.
You could.
Why?
You could build up like a bar and then you press
slowly
a hotkey that gives you like a boost of health.
Right. So his I don't know. Okay. So one moveset. One thing is slightly different for Deadpool than is for Deathstroke.
Yeah, but if it's only a cosmetic thing, then you can't do that. Yeah, it would have to be separate characters.
No, but sure, when you're choosing that character, the lines and voice acting has changed. So
I know, but
you're still coding for it.
It's essentially a different character then.
That's not a different character.
You put that much work into it. Well, because when you think about it, when it comes to fighting games,
just don't give them the healing factor.
When it comes to fighting games, most of the characters are all based off of the one model anyway.
Do you think then
slightly changed the movesets as well?
But if they made a Marvel versus DC game, they're probably more likely to put Deadpool in there before they put Deathstroke in there anyway, aren't they?
They probably would, actually.
Definitely. No one knows who Deathstroke is.
Anyway, I'm sorry for this little segue. It's a bit of fun, actually. Let us know out there if you want a Marvel versus DC game, and say if you could have 50 characters, 25 either side. Who would you say needs to be in the game as a playable character? You don't have to go that far if you even just wanted to say your mainstay 10 or 20 or whatever, but characters that you were like would have to be in there in a Marvel versus DC game. Let us know.